Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mike, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, your ham fun guy here on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. We're going to do an ISS pass. It's a damn good one, too. It's going to be 77.7 degrees above the horizon. 90 degrees is directly overhead, so that means we're 13 degrees away from perfectly vertical. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so actually we were 23 degrees away from perfectly vertical. Don't mind me with math. I'm not that good at it. Anyway, I hope you're all having a great weekend. My neighbor's putting up his Christmas lights. I really should be doing that myself, but it's kind of warm out, and I'm kind of getting old, so it's tiring, so I need help. And I got nobody to help me today, so we're going to hold off maybe a couple of days before we start putting it up. But it will be up by Thanksgiving. The day after Thanksgiving, they all come on, and they shut off the day after New Year's. So that's how long I leave the lights up. But me and my neighbors do a really fine job, and there's a bunch of people near me that do super-duper setups that are just gorgeous. So, yeah. We're all getting ready to get into the Christmas spirit. Thanksgiving is Thursday. It's a late Thanksgiving this year, so, yeah, deal with it. All right, I'm going to put my headphones on because we are just moments away. We're literally a minute and 38 seconds away. If we take a look at the antenna, you will see any second now it will begin to move. There it goes right now, and you can see the cloud moving in the background. There it is. It's turning towards the International Space Station so that it is pointing directly at the horizon when the ISS rises. So, I hope you're all doing good. By the way, there was an update on the SAP box. If you didn't know about it, if you go to About, and you could see, when I show you the SAP page, you can see I am on 9.115 is the version I have. If you don't have that version, go over here and click check for update. Now, the only thing I'll say is make sure that you don't have anything in your SAP log. Clean that out first before you do an update, because it may delete all the QSOs you logged in already. So keep that in mind when you're working with the SAP box. All right, so I did that yesterday. I updated it. We are on the ISS right now. If you look over here, we have 28 seconds until we acquire a signal. That's what AOS means. Acquisition of signal. And we got the hiss on there now, and the antenna has moved over there. All I got to do is make sure I got my foot on the pedal. There's the chirp. And the ISS is now rising. I'm surprised Iman and Martin and those boys aren't on the stream yet, because it's coming over them next. And it's only between 7 and 8 o'clock at night over there, so they should be able to get on here. Let's run a test. Kilo Oscar 4. Oh, wait, I got the preamps on. KO4 PDI Echo Lima 99. Nothing yet. Discord is open if you guys want to jump into the Discord and say hello. Ham Radio 2.0 put out a good video today. Black Friday sales. I'm going to check that out on his YouTube channel. KO4 PDI Echo Lima 99. Open up a window to start logging some contacts. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. X-Ray Romeo Golf, come back, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99.
KO4 PDI, got your log, brother, good to see you.
Yeah, what's your call again? Come back. Is that November 0 Sierra Romeo Golf?
November 0 X-ray Romeo Golf.
I always find it more convenient when I use the right call sign, Robert. I got you in the book. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Texas. He was only at less than 10 degrees above the horizon. I got him. Texas is in the footprint with Florida, so it should not be a problem. Kilo Oscar for Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. Kilo 3 Sierra Romeo Quebec, please copy Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99, QSL Tom. Kilo 3 Sierra Romeo Quebec, do you copy Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India, KO4 PDI, looking for K3 SRQ, got me?
Mike, I got you down here in Venice, Echo Lima 87. We'll see you on the interwebs later.
Roger, Roger. I'm streaming, by the way. You can go watch it later.
Will do. K3 SRQ is clear. Looking for call.
K3 SRQ, KC5 RFU, Echo Mike 60.
Copy Echo Mike 60.
KC5 RF Uniform, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99, QSL Paul.
Yeah, QSL Mike, good afternoon. Good copy.
Roger, Roger. Nice clear signal, man.
K3 SRQ, what is your grid? Your grid?
Echo Lima 87. Copy RFU loud and clear.
4 PDI, Kilo Charlie 4.
Kilo Charlie 4 station, come back with your suffix. KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99.
Suffix was Kilo Delta Charlie, Echo Mike 97, Kilo Delta Charlie.
Roger, Roger. KC4, Kilo Delta Charlie, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99. Good afternoon, Kevin.
Nancy 4, whiskey. Kilo Tango 4, Kilo Delta Charlie. This is
4 Tango, London Hotel, Echo Mike 79.
Kilo Nancy 4, Whiskey, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99.
Good afternoon.
Copy Mike. Number 4, whiskey. QR stands for Kilo 4 and 3 whiskey.
Kilowatt Bravo 4 Tango, London Hotel, Echo Mike 79.
4 ZPN, Beaufort, South Carolina, calling C2CQ.
Kilo Bravo 4, Tango Lima Hotel, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99, QSL Greg. Anybody calling CQ, you're an amateur. Don't call CQ on a repeater.
November 0 X-ray Romeo Golf, Echo Lima 29.
November 0 Echo Radio Golf, KB4 TLH, Echo Mike 79.
KB4 TLA. Thank you. XRG L29.
Whiskey 2, Golf, Delta Juliet, Fox November 32.
2 Golf Delta Juliet.
November 0, X-Ray Romeo Golf, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99, QSL, Ronald.
Come again?
Yeah, Ronald, this is KO4PDI. Did you get me before? No response. I got it. It was the first guy I got.
Whiskey 2, Golf, Delta, Juliet, Fox November 32.
Whiskey 2, go. Whiskey 2, go.
Whiskey 2 Lima Sierra.
Whiskey 2, Gulf Delta Juliet, KO4PD.
Whiskey 2, Lima Sierra, W2, GDJ, FN 32.
Fox Nancy 32 for Whiskey 2 Lima Sierra. Over.
Yeah, Whiskey 2, Lima Sierra, W2, Golf, Delta, Juliet, FN 3273.
Whiskey 2 Lima Sierra, KO4PDI, Echo Lima 99. Whiskey 2 Gulf Delta Juliet, KO4PDI, Echo Lima 99. QSL?
KO4PDI, QSL, FN 32.
Golf Delta Juliet, November Japan 1 Sierra.
K1S, QSL, FN 32.
Copy FN 32, FN 34 Vermont.
November Juliet 1 Sierra, KO4PDI. November Juliet 1 Sierra, KO4P. November Juliet 1 Sierra, KO4PDI, Echo Lima 99.
Echo Lima 99. November 3.
Lima Sierra.
Whiskey 2, Lima Sierra, Kilo 2, Echo Romeo, Kilo.
Kilo 2 Echo Romeo Kilo. Please copy Fox Nancy 31.
QSL, my grid, Fox November 20, thank you, 73.
73.
K2 ERK. Kilo 2 Echo Romeo Kilo, KO4PDI, Echo Lima 99. QSL, Eric?
Yeah, QSL on the Echo Lima 99, QSL.
Roger. Roger. About to lose the bird.
Lima Sierra.
3 IIG Mobile, Fox November 20. And 3 IIG Mobile.
N3 IIG KO4. Is that Italy Gulf KO4 PDI Echo Lima 99? Not getting them. Sorry, James. That is. November 3, India Gulf, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99, QSL, James. November 3, India Gulf, KO4 PDI, Echo Lima 99. I think he got me. I heard him. All right, let's turn the volume down. Let's take the headphones off and chill for a second. Hey, 11 contacts. If we get 3 of them confirmed, I'll be happy. Wow, that's a lot of contacts. Sheesh, look at that. Woo, baby. All right, we can park the antenna now. Tell it to go park. And we can get, and yes, How to Ham, Tom, K3, SRQ. Gotcha in the book, Tom. I'm glad I got you in. Beautiful. By the way, the Discord's running. You guys can jump into the Discord. Martin likes to do that a lot. I've talked to him on the Discord often. And I have it set up so that we could talk to each other. So you could send your video. I use a lot of watts. Kilo Echo 9 Bravo Quebec Zulu is asking, how many watts do I use? How many watts do I use from the radio, or how many watts do I use from the antenna? There's a difference. There's 150 feet of LMR 400 in there that drains a lot of the decibel abilities of my antenna transmitting. I sometimes have it at 90. I sometimes have it at 100. but by the time it gets, I lose at least 3 dB before it gets to the antenna. So the wattage that I'm using that you see on the screen is showing 100 watts, but that's not what's going out of my antenna. If you know anything about LMR 400 and the loss and the different antennas, and I got preamps in line, so you lose every connection, you lose 1/4 of a dB. So yeah, even though I'm sending 100 watts from the radio, it's much, much less. I haven't measured it leaving the antennas, but I know just from reality that it's much less than 100 watts that actually goes up. And on the ISS, it's not an issue. You don't have to worry about it on the ISS. The reason, the ISS is a 25-watt Kenwood radio. Now, if you're working with AO91 or SO50, now you're talking milliwatts, and you don't want to completely blow everybody out of the water, which I believe is a fallacy anyway. You don't really blow anybody out of the water. Everybody's getting out there. Everybody's being heard. It's the timing. When do you key your mic? When does your radio send out the tone, the CTCSS tone, to trigger the repeater? And does the repeater already have somebody opening up that tone, and are they already in there? You can't stop anybody from getting in. You will get in faster on lower passes than a normal person will with just an HT or egg beater antennas, which egg beater antennas are good probably from like 30 degrees 30 degrees up. Here's 0, here's 45, so about here is when the egg beaters start picking up signals. And they're weak signals. I originally got the preamps to use with the egg beaters, and I kept them to use with the satellite antennas that I have now, the WeMos. And I only use the preamp when I'm on RS-44. That's the only time I have a preamp on. Otherwise, I shut that off and just talk normally on there with just the antennas and the signal coming off my radio. But yeah, you're going to hear everybody say, "Oh, you can do it with 5 watts." Yes, you can. You can do it. You can do it 1 watt. 1 watt. You could talk to the ISS. Yeah, if it's directly overhead and there's absolutely 0 obstructions, and you have 10 feet of wire after your radio, yeah, you can do it on 1 watt. You don't even need a wire. You can just hook up an HT hand antenna to an HT. I do it a lot. I got my Retrievus radio I do it with. I got my Wouxun radios that I do it with, and yeah, you can, but I'm not an apologist for using too much wattage on the ISS repeater, because as you can hear, I am not the only one. What I really get a kick out of is there's nobody else streaming live while they're doing it and showing you everything they're doing. I am not hiding anything. I know guys that use a mask within OBS to block out the wattage on the screen so people can't see what the sat box is set to. Can you believe that? This one guy did that. I thought it was so cute. He never streams live. One QSO is antennas here, one QSO is antennas here. Meanwhile, the satellite was over there, because it's not a live stream. It's not a live feed. When I'm streaming live, you are live watching my antenna move. I have a camera mounted on my antenna. There it is right there. You're looking right at it, right at the antenna. Right now it's pointing to the northwest, which is the direction of my buddy Ben's repeater that I talk on every now and then. If I wanted to switch it, I could switch it as in the park position. We could click on the button to the ready position, and you'll see it turn to the right. This is going to aim at the St. Augustine repeater, which I monitor sometimes during the day. So there you go. There's where the antenna is, and in full disclosure, yes, I use 100 watts or 90. I started out 90 watts on that one. Oh. That is my all-star node beeping along, but I also on here I have FCS 310 room 38, which is connected to my Wires X room. So if you don't have a Wires X radio and you want to talk to me live right here, go to FCS room 310 room 38. 310/38. That'll be connected to me right here. You can talk to me anytime. I know Iman tried to get on there a couple of times. I wasn't on when he got on. But, yeah, you can get me on there. Or you can just go directly to the Wires X room 43677. So if you're familiar with Wires X, you go into Search and Direct, and you can either put my call sign, KO4PDI, or 43677 as the room number. It'll find it, and it'll say KO4PDI room 6. If you look in the list of names of Wires X rooms, look for the one that says God Bless America room. That's my room. Same thing, 43677. You can chat with me anytime. Pretty soon I'm going to be starting a net, and I would love to hear from you guys what time of day is best for you to do a net. Do you want to do it in the mornings? You want to do it at night? Do you want to do it in the early afternoon, like 5, 6 o'clock my time? Depending on where you are on the planet, that could be easy, that could be hard. So I don't want to do it at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is what most of the nets on the East Coast. I'll call her back. That's my sister. Anyway, yeah, you can get me on that, 43677, or the FCS 310 room 38. If you forget that, go to ko4pdi.com or go to my QRZ, and you can see the room numbers there, so you can chat with me. Boy, it got quiet in the chat. Yeah, Tom, you did good. We got you on the radio. I'm very happy I got you on the ISS pass. Kilo Echo 9, Bravo Quebec Zulu. Are you going to stop following me because I use 100 watts? I hope not. I hope not. I hope you still think I'm cool or you like me. I always... Oh, yeah, sure, Ed. Ed wants to get together at 9 p.m. At 9 p.m., I am 9 sheets to the wind, medically marijuanaing myself to sleep. So watching Gutfeld on TV in my bedroom. Oh, I didn't say it was you calling CQ, Tom. Tom's saying it wasn't him calling CQ. I know. Somebody called CQ, and I just wanted to tell people, you don't do that on a repeater, so don't do it on the repeater on the ISS. See, I had been talking to my buddy Roger, KV for India, Kilo Victor for India. It's my buddy from Lake. We were having a discussion on the etiquette of doing Parks on the Air on satellites. And he was calling CQ POTA. I said, don't do that. You're just taking up valuable time where people could be making QSOs. So he said what he might do is just say POTA. Well, that's better. It's cutting it shorter. You don't have to keep saying it. People get it. The other thing I tried to stress with people, all kinds of people, if you're doing hunting on Parks on the Air, you do not need to keep track of what parks you've talked to. That is not your job. That's the job of the activator. To when he logs his call in Parks on the Air, you will get credit for hunting him. I remember when I first got on Parks on the Air. I was surprised when I first logged into POTA.app. I joined and logged in, and I had an award already. And I was like, how did I get an award? Because I had hunted guys, and they had put in my call sign as making a contact with me during their POTA activation, and I get credit for that. So, yeah, you don't have to do that. What do we got here? Love the channel. I've been struggling to get the ISS with a 5-watt HT, so I will try a 20-watt mobile in a couple of hours. Thanks. Yeah, well, I will tell you, a 5-watt HT is fine if you got a very high pass. That last pass was a very high pass. I would not, though, point my antenna at the ISS as it goes over. Hold it horizontal, because what your antenna has the best way it works. Broadside to the antenna. So if you have a vertical antenna on an HT, don't leave your HT pointing at the ISS. Turn it sideways. It picks up more of the wavelength hitting the antenna. That's a little hint using HTs. If you're using an arrow too, just point it at, you can point that right at the ISS. As it goes over, you can use Heavens Above, or you could use ISS Detector. Great apps to use for doing International Space Station contacts. All right. So on that note, I got to call my sister back now because she's obviously got something important to tell me because that's the only time she calls. Probably wish me a happy Thanksgiving. Same to you guys. I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Crocodile Dundee, that mic, put it in some water and heat it up and inhale your nightly regimen. Not doing it now. I don't do medical marijuana to party. I do it to sleep at night, and it's working. And I'm finding that tincture oil is the best. You take an eyedropper full of that before you go to bed, and you'll sleep straight through till the next day. It's a wonderful little gift that God gave me, that little medical marijuana. A long way from the crap I used to smoke in high school that probably gave me tumors in my body. Who knows? But yeah, the medical marijuana works great. I don't actually smoke grass. I don't get the weed itself. I use either the oil, the gels, or I vape. One of the three. Depends on whatever I got at the time. All right, I think that's it, folks. I think that's all I got for you right now. I don't think we have any more International Space Station passes today. Well, we do. We got one that's 9.98 degrees above the horizon in an hour and 15 minutes. And the next after that is only 6 degrees above the horizon at 8 o'clock tonight. But at 9:44 this evening, we got a 58-degree pass. Keep that in mind if you want to do that. And yeah, I like my medical marijuana. It helps. Well, just so you know, health-wise, I had a heart attack at 41 years old. And over the years, I've gone back for cases of angina from time to time, and I've had a total of 10 stents in my heart. Never had bypass. They didn't do bypass readily when I first had my problems with my heart, so they started doing stents. And I'll never forget the last time I went to my cardiologist in New Jersey before I moved to Florida. He said to me, that was in 2002. He said to me, he goes, "Oh, I'm looking at this. I don't think I have to do, maybe I won't have to do bypass. I'll just have to do a couple more stents. What do you think?" And I went, "What do I think?" I said, "I'm a retired phone guy. What do I know? You're the cardiologist. What do you think? Do you think you should do it?" He goes, "Well, if you're afraid of open heart surgery." Well, hell yeah. Isn't everybody afraid of open heart surgery? Duh. Right? So, but if I needed it, I would have said, go ahead, do it. It would have been amazing. But turns out he didn't have to do open heart surgery. I did get 3 more stents since then, and I'm doing pretty good now, considering I made it over 30 years since my heart attack. And actually, it's exactly 30 years this year. This year, 1995 is when I had the heart attack. So, yeah, I'm doing great. Plus, I lost 70 pounds, so that never hurt. You know, that was a good move on my part. You should see some of the fat pictures. I just posted one today. I couldn't believe it. I'm looking at it. From 2009 to 2019, they did that 10-year thing on Facebook. Both pictures, I'm humongous. I'm humongous in that. So if you follow me on Facebook, you can see that picture right now. And I just put, "God, I was fat." That's what I captioned it. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. How many people we got watching? We got 8 people watching right now. So thanks a lot, guys. I wish you all have a great day. And remember what I always say: don't do anything I wouldn't do. At least not without me. All right. Ed, have a great day. 73 to you, and I will say 73 to all of you. This is KO4 PDI. Oh, before you go, any idea?
Good afternoon.
Oh.
The time is 2 p.m.
Well, that's my All-Star No. Tell me what time is that. What do you want to know here? Before you go, any idea why we lost PO 101? It had been great for a week or two. I don't know why we lost it. I tried it this morning again, and I got nothing. So I guess it's kaputs. They don't last forever. So what can I tell you? All right. We done? Anybody got any questions before I go? Anybody? Anybody got a question? No questions. All right. On that note, I'm going to leave. KO4PDI, wishing you a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the day. Have a great Thanksgiving, although I'll be back before Thanksgiving gets here. And if you're not in the United States and you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I pity you. You never had my mother's stuffing. It was so good. Oh, okay. They only turn PO 101 on every couple of weeks. Good to know. Well, remember, you can always go to the AMSAT page. I'll show you this. This is the AMSAT page. You can get the status of any. I'll show you how to file a status. Like we just did it on the ISS. So you go over here, you pick International Space Station FM repeater. Right here. Click on that. Uplink and downlink was heard. Today's November 23rd, and the time UTC is 1901. So we go over here, 19. Actually, we should do 18:45 to 59. That's when it was, and I am KO4PDI, and I am in Echo Lima 99, and I'm going to submit that it was active. And say yes, and go back to main page. And now you can see ISS FM. Move my mouse here. There I am. I'm right on top. KS1G. He reported it active. And that was probably somebody in New Zealand. That 1800 to 1815 UTC. He got it. 1831 was somebody else, and then me, 1846 to 59. So, yeah, it's been active the whole time. All right. That's it, everybody. I'm really going to say goodbye now. Yeah, check the AMSAT more regularly. If you look at the SAT page, I'll show you the SAT page again. On top of the SAT page, you see like here, RS-44, it's got a green flag. That means it was heard last time it came around. And somebody reported it to CSN Technologies. That's where these little flags come from. They do not come from AMSAT. They come from somebody like me who has this. If I make a contact on a satellite, it automatically puts it in as active. The SONAT is not active. Let's see. It's PO 101 right here. And you can see it's not active right here. It's got a red flag. So now you know PO 101 is not active right now. Not a problem. They make more. There'll be more satellites. All right, I'm really going to leave now. KO4PDI wishing you a lovely 73. Have a great weekend. And don't do anything I wouldn't do, at least not without me, all right? KO4PDI, clear.